What's up, otakus? How you guys doing today? This is just a real quick video. It's my buddy Brian LCS. It's his sort of 1K celebration slash giveaway, and he asked the community to enter the giveaway just to shout out 5 channels that are under 300 subs. And some of these community members you probably know because you're subbed up to them, and they were all of these guys are under 300 at the time of this video. So as of now, they're under 300, but hopefully after this video goes out, you watch this, you go out and sub each one of these guys, they'll be above 300. That's the hope. But all of these channels, I just really appreciate these content creators. A lot of them do very similar to what I do in terms of sharing their hauls, sharing their collection. But let's go through each of the names. We'll start off with shout out to Gene Malo. Gene Malo, he has a great channel. He just kind of picks up books and goes over what he picks up. And I really like how he curates his collection. He obviously has a really good, understanding for older books. He's going after like big older books and things that he likes. So it's always fun to watch that kind of video because you just get a sense of who the collector is. And that's the same holds true for Silver Knight Kyle. Silver Knight Kyle is we've had many an engagement on this channel, and I just find him to be one of the most, spirited, personable guys in the community. And man, that guy's just a walking library of knowledge when it comes to the history of comic books. And he has a collection that will really just, drop your jaw. So go check out his channel. We also have Black Boxed Silver and Bronze. Now, all these guys will be linked up in the description, so you can look at the description and see link to their channels. Black Box Silver and Bronze, he also does a lot of like top 10 videos and some haul videos, but mostly it's like he has such a vast, huge collection of just really wonderful stuff. I mean, the guy's been collecting, it seems like, for ages. And, we have appreciation for those kinds of collectors. The guys have been just lifelong committed, hunters for books. And so it's really impressive to see him bust out his collection. And again, he does these like curated lists, top 10, like, best Kirby covers or best, things in his, best Spider-Man books in his collection. A lot of the stuff I like to do, I kind of see a lot of similarities in our channel, which is really cool. So we'll go check him out and give him a follow. We also have Cali Comix. Cali Comix, I think he's been shouted out by a couple of channels. I think Brian even shouted him out in the video. And so, I've been following him for quite some time, and he always has great videos. Again, does haul videos, shows off his collection. He's got really nice books. In fact, he just got a Batman 241, the Neil Adams book, the big Neil Adams Batman book. He got it, and man, part of me is like, wow, and then part of me is like, Oh, I want that book. So, but hopefully at Most City Comic Con come March 3rd or 4th or whenever it is, we're gonna have that book in our possession. That's the goal. Um, and then the last channel I wanted to. So most of the guys I mentioned in this video, they're older guys. They're the guys either around my age or older. But I just happened upon a young man who's put up a couple videos of like just going to the LCS and picking up books, like back issue bin books, and he talks about what he likes, and he's collecting keys, and um, he grew up watching like the DC animated you know cartoons. So he's, I think, a DC guy. It seems like, and that is Young Comics, Young with the YUNG. And I believe he's Asian American, but I also believe he could be Korean. Um, but anyway, Daman Hyung and I are going to feature him on the channel come this Sunday. So, hey, Daman Hyung, just saw you right now. So yeah, Daman Hyung and I are going to feature Young's comics on our Meet the Collector this weekend, and we're going to get to know him better. But I believe I have a feeling that he is Korean American, like Naman Young and I, which is really exciting because we don't. Again, Naman Young and I know there are more Korean Americans out there collecting. It's just we don't see them all too often on YouTube. So the fact that I ran across this guy's channel and we both Naman Young and I really connected with him today, invited him on the channel. He agreed. So the fact that we're like a trio now, if he indeed is Korean American, the fact that we're this like trio of young, younger, or sorry, young, younger, and youngest, because I believe he's a lot younger than I am. And it'll be fun to find out more about him. And again, he's got a great channel. If you're watching, Young, appreciate you, man. You got a great channel. I also want to advise you to go pick up that Superman 233 from the LCS. I think you were at some kind of antique shop. There was a Superman 233 up on the wall for, I think, $80. I think you should go pick that up. It looked like it was in pretty good grade. And that's a book you definitely don't want to. Maybe you don't have $80, so I don't want to like pressure into anything. But that's definitely a book I saw. I was like, wow. I want to pick that up. I don't want to ask you to pick it up for me. But looked like a great book. All right, yeah, Three Generations. You hit the nail on the head. Three generations of Korean American comic collectors. He's got a very young perspective to collecting, which I really appreciate because it definitely does. I think it really emphasizes the point that collecting, we all get into it at different times. We all get into it for different reasons. But for the most part, it's a generational thing. Like when I got into collecting, Jim Lee was just starting out. In fact, I got into collecting a little before Jim Lee got into the game. So it was like, for me, my introduction to comic books was the art of Mike Zeck, John Byrne, even Frank Miller to a certain degree. Definitely like Neil Adams, Jim Aparo, because all the Batman stuff I was reading from the collected edition books that showcase like Silver, Bronze Age, all the way up to the modern. Hey, what's up, Comic Mad Musings? Just sharing some of the channels I think you guys should check out. So hopefully you'll go back and see the channels I shouted out there in the description. But yeah, just overall, it's great to see a young perspective on comic books. And this guy is Young Comics. He's into DC, which is nice to see. You don't often see young guys into DC books. They're usually all into like Marvel and all that stuff. So it's nice to see a young person into DC. That's changing, I think, but we'll see. And that Nauman Rascal. I would have loved to. Nauman Young is he's big time. He's all at 500 almost. 500 subs. So he's not a little fish anymore. And then you got, anyway, let's get these guys up. Some of them are at the cusp of 300. Young, especially. Young, I think, is 5 away from 300. So go give that young gentleman some support. Again, he's got a definite passion for it. He's going out in the snowy winter of, I think, Minnesota or wherever he is. So he's always in these like snowy conditions in his car. That's kind of like putting yourself at risk to go pick up comic books. But that's nice to see that kind of passion. And he's definitely focused, picks up a lot of really nice books without paying much. So that's essentially, that's our mantra right here at OTG. Half a cover or less for key books. That has served me well. So it's good. It's nice to see other community members with the same kind of philosophy to picking up books. All right, that does it for me. It's a nice short video. Again, congrats to Brian LCS on 1,000 subs. You're going to get to 2,000 subs at some point very soon. And looking forward to continuing to watch and grow with you, buddy. So congrats. And yeah, shout my channel out more, please. Later, buddies.